Real estate coaching is bullshit, and I'm going to tell you why. What's up, y'all? I'm Rachel. I'm a realtor and area leader with Epic Realty. In real estate, it seems like everywhere I look, everyone's a coach or trying to sell their proven system to get more leads and be that top agent. Why would we even hire a coach? Well, when you're ready to up level, or if it's going to get you to where you want faster. That's been my reasons in the past for paying for these various programs. Some coaching programs, but not all, they may also have an accountability aspect to them, which is actually one of the more beneficial aspects if you can find a coaching program that can hold you accountable. While there are some great programs out there and I love to learn, I've also learned that I need to keep most coaches at a distance until I learn more about their programs, how they work, and how they're actually going to hold you accountable. Literally, anyone can have a program and call themselves a coach. There's no standard education or certification that one needs in order to call themselves a coach. There's no degree requirement. You just need to be able to market and sell yourself as a coach, and you'll be able to sell someone your program. Just because you sell 100 homes a year doesn't mean that you'll be effective in teaching every single real estate agent how to reach that same goal. Because there's not a standard education for someone calling themselves a coach, the word and world of coaching has become very diluted. Not all coaches are the same, and not all programs are the same. And if that's the case, there must be good ones out there and bad ones. That is totally true. I've met both. I've met some really awesome coaches. What I've discovered is that some real estate coaches, as well-intentioned as they aren't always serving the needs of their clients. Some are serving their own needs, motivated by things like money, greed, perhaps an insecure need for validation and worship. These self-serving entrepreneurs, they can be identified whenever they are challenged in some way. Maybe the coaching student has challenged one of their ideas, so the coach has to do something to assert their dominance by knocking the student down a peg or two. Who else can attest that maybe you've looked up to someone, but then suddenly that person says or does something that just completely knocks the wind out of your sails? Now, in the past, that would have further conditioned me into thinking that what I was doing was wrong, that I needed to change to be better, and that success is what this coach is telling me that it is. Now, the way I see it, there's two types of people that aren't right for coaching programs. There are those that don't have a strong enough desire for the program to be beneficial, and there are those that aren't getting the right support that fits their need. One way I found to be really helpful is to never ever sign up for any program the first time that it's offered. The higher the cost, the more that you should research and think about it. Coaches prey on people with shiny object syndrome and may have catchphrases like money like speed, and these are specifically designed to get you to open your wallet. So what about those people that would join a coaching program only for it to not meet their needs? I found that there are so many one-size-fits-all programs. The model is to imitate the coach, imitate their business, and do everything that person did to be equally as successful. I was in a coaching program for almost 3 years for a cookie cutter program like this, and when we're not successful on a program, we may think or even be told that the problem lies with us because the program has helped so many people. I see that, but now I see that not every program is designed for everybody. I challenge you to look up your human design profile, and that's kind of where I'm getting at. I have a whole other video on how I'm a projector in human design and how that may play into why this program did not benefit me in the first place. So maybe you're in a program that isn't right for you. There are coaches that will try to gaslight you into thinking that you are part of the problem. Coaches may say things like, the problem is that you're not showing up, you're not doing enough, or that your why isn't strong enough. Whether or not that's true, did anyone ever stop to ask you about that? Did any coach ever stop to ask what your individual needs are? Or did they just tell you what you needed? And that's my point, is that most of these programs are cookie cutter, designed to make you a carbon copy of the coach that you bought the program from. Carbon copy, that means inauthentic, which is something that actually kept me stuck for a really long time. Because if you're coming across as inauthentic, no one's going to want to buy from you. Then, because the program is designed to make you a carbon copy, there's no one asking you what you need and in turn giving you what you need. They're turned into advice monsters. They're literally telling you what you need versus letting you get clear on exactly what you want. Comment below if you can recount a time in your life when someone else was telling you what you need and then you realized later, after you'd already done what they told you to do, that it wasn't what you should have been doing at all. And then there is the obvious reason that coaching is BS. Real estate coaching as an industry is a huge moneymaker. As real estate agents, we can spend thousands and thousands of dollars annually on real estate coaching. So it's important to make sure that you're getting out of it what you expected, as well as something that isn't going to damage you in the long term financially or otherwise. This former coach, she would tell her students, well, I don't need to do this because I have all this wealth. I have $1 million in the bank. This is the same coach that conditioned me into thinking that my way of doing things was wrong. And it may be true that she didn't need the money, but she needed something. I suspect it was worship and validation, but she was charging more than she needed to intentionally, because she thought that charging that price is somehow elevating her status and her worth as a person and an entrepreneur. However, at the end of the day, there was no one-on-one counseling. There was no individualized plan. I was supposed to get that, but because I went in through a brokerage plan, I was no longer eligible for that. It was a really weird way of taking away what I had been promised. So this individualized plan that I thought I was going to be paying thousands of dollars for amounted to group coaching. So not only did I not get out of the program everything that I thought I would be getting out of it, it left me literally stuck. When someone tells you to be something other than who you are meant to be, you might go down that path and be the person that you're not meant to be. So I spiraled into depression, anxiety, and stagnation in my business. Until I made a change to get out of that environment, I didn't realize that it was the environment that needed to change. I thought it was me. I'd been blaming myself all that time. Yeah, I think real estate coaching is bullshit. It's mostly a money grab, or it's ran by someone who has a narcissistic personality and a need for people to worship them and also charge them a lot of money. But I want you to know there's also some really awesome and great real estate coaches out there. I'm not here to tell you what's a great program. I can tell you what's helped me. Only you can determine if the person that you're giving your money to is worthy of that check. At a certain dollar amount, I would fully expect one-on-one individualized coaching. If the program is training for a group and it's intended to be a training where you take what's beneficial and leave the rest, that may be just what you need. Is it accountability that you want to pay for? Clarify what it is that you think you need. Only you know if that's meant for you or not, because at the end of it all, we're all different people with different personalities. What I want out of my business may be different than what you want, and it's wrong for me to tell you what you should want or should do. And whatever that you've been told, I want you to know you're in the right place right now. Maybe you're thinking about hiring a coach, or maybe like me, you've made a mistake in joining the wrong program, paying money and energy to learn that life lesson. Now I like to pause and reflect before I take out my money. I found that can be a really powerful way to clarify if that's for me or not. At least one night's of sleep. And books. Books are where it's at. Most of these coaches put their entire program in a book somewhere anyway, then you can get it for like 15 bucks. In addition to that, YouTube probably has all the information that you need if you have the time to research it. Don't pay for coaching until you're really ready to level up and really take the time to get to know the coach and their program before you pay any money. Any coach that's worth it, they will offer some sort of free incentive, free masterclass, things like that. You'll be able to weed out the disingenuous, misguided mentors from those that actually have your best interests in mind. My journey into coaching did actually start with a YouTube coach, Karen Carr, and purchasing her book, which was just updated for 2024. Karen is one of the genuine ones. I reviewed her book in this video. It is the 2019 version. I haven't read her new version yet because it literally just came out. But make sure that you check that out, and I'll see you real soon.